Yar, welcome back, mateys, to another episode of Froob World. In the last one, we did a bit of a weird thing where it was mostly me storytelling. It was a bit of an odds and ends thing, just going around doing a couple of projects. This one, however, if you've noticed that bar right there, oh, I am so happy to have that bar back. I've gotten Lightmatica back up and running, which is great because it allows me to basically build some stuff that'll actually look pretty decent. So, today's episode, we've got two projects to work on. Number one, it's time to finally build the first ship that will be going here. We are supposed to be a pirate place, and we've just been kind of working on the docks more so than any ships. Second of all is right here. I kind of want to make this place, instead of it being like an inn like I was originally going to do like that, I kind of want to make it into a bit of a marketplace? I don't know. We'll see how that goes. Now, I did mention that I have Lightmatica back, which is what this little stick here is for. If we go ahead and try to place down one of our Lightmatic thingies, schematics, I would say, where's a good place for one? I don't want to necessarily do it right there. We'll do it at this, which is the second biggest dock. Just that one right here. And if we go in to our schematics, we'll go to load schematics. I have a bunch of ships here. These are all actual ships that are from the last map. So when we did the server tour, I said that I wanted to bring some of those builds into the new season to kind of give it the lore as if we're in the same world. And so what I did was I went back into the server archive and I made some schematics of some ships from certain places. Some from Winterfall, some from a place called Broadberry, which was an area I didn't show off, but some amazingly talented builders there. So yeah, I kind of want to steal some of their builds. I'll give them full credit, of course. I don't know exactly who built what, but they're from the Broadberry section, so the Broadberry crew. One of which is also from Harfell, which there's new Harfell now. This is from old Harfell, so from the last season. So I've got a bunch of ships that'll be going there. And I think the one we'll do first is probably... kind of think the first build we gotta do is a Winterfall one. So I've got the Winterfall ship and the Wonder ship. The Wonder ship is a bit of a smaller one. The Winterfall ship would take quite a while to build. So that is the one we're definitely going to have to get done. If we take a look, if we go ahead and we load this schematic in. Oh, yeah, this is a big old boy. You've seen it before. Let's go ahead and move this. Oh, frame rate drop, frame rate drop. Oh, we're inside of it. Oh, no, we are inside of it. Just keep moving it on out. And here we go. I think I've got it far enough out into the sea that we should be good. This is quite a big ship, too. I feel like maybe it needs to be a little bit closer, so bring it in just a bit more, like so. Just so it feels a bit more connected, like it is trying to pull in. Though this is actually kind of a bit low down. Yeah, this is too low down. We need to raise this up a bit. Yeah, man. Rise, you. Why aren't you rising? There we go. I've gone ahead and moved it a little bit closer, but instead of making it look like it's pulling into this port, I have it kind of going this way as if it's going to be pulling into there for repair or something. And I think this is about the proper scale that we would need it to be in order to fit in. Maybe we push it back just a bit that way. Yeah, so now it's not blocking this area at all, and it'll be able to come in, or ships will be able to come in and go, and this still looks like it's going around this way. One thing I really love about Lightmatica is it gives you the material list that you need. Now, some of these are blocks that were in the world, not part of the build itself, so I'm ignoring sand, dirt, that type of stuff. I need quite a few planks quite a few bits of everything. I have it all written down on my end, but it's cool that it shows you that. Wool is going to be the #1 issue with this build, because I don't have any sheep, and I've been using the sheep at spawn, and they're no longer there. There's only like 2. So I'm going to have to find more sheep. Now, I know New Harfell has sheep, so maybe I can borrow them. Oh, this is amazing. This is amazing. I'm getting so much wool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, thank you. Oh, this is awesome. Thank you so much, Wyron. All right, with the wool taken care of, I've already gone ahead and dyed it and everything, so it's all blue and white now. All that's left is to get all the other materials, which it's going to take a little while. So, cue the gathering montage. Alright, and so we are officially finished gathering materials for this ship, all of which fit into both of these chests. Really, I probably only needed one extra chest, but that's fine. So we got all the wool we need, we got all the planks we need, we got all of the slabs, all the different types of fences, everything we need to build this ship. And the cool thing about Limatica is, not only does it just show you what you need to build as if it's an actual blueprint, if I grab some of the materials, and I stick them in both of these, and then just ride our way on out to it. If we go into the Configuration Manager, I believe it's Configuration Manager, and we go to Hotkeys, Toggle Easy Place, we can turn that on with apostrophe. And so if I go ahead and hit that, it's now on, and I can just do that. Look at this. This is great. This makes building so much quicker, usually. Do I not have any of those in my inventory? That's fine, because I got the chest boats. Oh no, I forgot about that. Certain orientations. Yay. This is going to take even not very long, or as long as it would if I was building this off by hand. But it's still going to take a little bit of work to get this done. So we're gonna go ahead and hit the fast time-lapse mode thingy. Here we are, finished for now. I may do some touch-ups, as I tend to do touch-ups a lot, especially when I'm done recording, because I just end up thinking of stuff, but we're finished for now. I've gone ahead and filled out the schematic, which you would have seen in the time-lapse, but just want to take you through it. It's very bare bones. There's literally nothing else to it. Is that a dolphin in a boat? Don't worry, dolphin, I will free you. There we go. The dolphin took my boat. I thought the dolphin legit took my boat, but oh, he's saying thank you because I freed him. You're welcome, dolphin. I don't want you to be stuck. He's holding the plundered book. Nice. But anyway, so I've gone ahead. I've put as much stuff as I can in the right spot. There are definitely some mistakes that are going on. Did I not spell plundered right? Are all part of the fact I'm a pirate. We don't go to education. We don't go to education. That works. It's totally not because of my dyslexia. It's all part of the plan, I swear. But we've got the same items in the same spot pretty much, so that way it keeps a bit of the lore that it left from Winterfall and it has arrived here. Go to education, rightly said King. We've got literally nothing in here. But to be fair, I don't have anything in the actual one over there anyway, so. But this is done for now. I may come in and do some touch-ups, especially on the bottom here, as it's a little bit free, I guess. Anyone can kind of walk in. It's also very, very dark. I've only got some of it lit up, so that way not that many mobs will spawn on it. But this is the first official ship done onto the server, onto the new base, so yeah, we're finally starting to fulfill the piratiness. I want to see what it looks like with shaders on, so if we go ahead and, oh, there we go, look at that with the little bits of light coming off. That's pretty sick looking, I'm not gonna lie. I'm loving it. I'm loving the way the lights cast onto the ocean here. I'm liking how they cast a subtle, soft, warm glow over to the sails themselves. And if we fly around... Oh, yeah. This gives off definitely the feel of an old-timey ship. It's very, very not properly, like, super bright. It's at night. Stars are out. This is, like, the type of ship you would stand... You'd look off into the waves as they would crest the ship. This is gorgeous. And I think it's adding to the base quite a lot. Let's try and get a good little bit of a flyby here. Oh yeah, especially if we put like the markets here. I think this is really gonna start to come together. Get a little bit further out. Everything starts to come into view now. Loving it. Loving it. I am loving it. I also have different shaders now. I just felt like getting more and playing around with them. So if we kind of take a look at that. How do I do it again? That's right. That's how I do it. No, it's not. What? There we go. I have to jump. But I have the Pivotron and Reverie. So if we apply those... Oh, those stars they be a shining. Look at that. Was not expecting that many stars. Oh boy. There's not a cloud in sight. And look at the water just reflect it. It kind of tears in the background, but you can actually see the ship's reflection. That's actually kind of really dope. Not gonna lie. Oh, that is way bright. That is dope though. Okay, let's try the other one. Which is Reverie. Slow. Ooh, you know what? Not bad, not bad. You can also see the reflection of the ship. I'm liking it. I think... Let's see, what's a good angle to get this ship from? That's my question. Oh, yeah. Like that. I think that is gorgeous. One more time. One more time for that flyby. Everything starts to come into focus. Oh, beautiful. I feel like if I... definitely bring out my FOV for this. Sorry, I'm just thumbnail baiting right now. That sounds really wrong. Just deciding on a thumbnail, that's better. Normal FOV. Perfect, perfect, perfect. So every once in a while, I like to take a walk around the server and show you guys some of the builds that other people have been doing. Mostly because there's a lot of really, really talented builders here who aren't necessarily putting their creations out into the ether, kind of like I am with YouTube or anything like that. Well, someone decided to show me their base, and my god. I've gone into shaders because while it's impressive in mainline Minecraft, it needs to be seen with shaders. So we're in the desert. We're just going to walk over to it. It's not far. It's right over here. Love the cactus flowers, by the way. They're so cool. It's loading into the distance. This thing is massive. I don't, like, hold on. Let's just, F4. Look at this. This person has built an entire temple. I'm not even sure if this counts as a temple or what this is, but, like, dude, this goes all the way over. And there is a backside, though. My rendering is cut off by where I'm at. This thing is massive. They've built this by themselves in 3 weeks. Dudes, these guys are insane. It's a builder named... Where is it? CeeLo 1. CeeLo 1 built all this, and my god, is it gorgeous. Oh, there he is, right there. This guy built this. It's amazing. He's gone. CeeLo is gone, but genuinely, so beautiful. It's very mythical. It reminds me very much of, like, Mortal Kombat and the Scorpion King movies, like, mashed together. Oh, it's so cool. So many talented people. Righto. On to the next ship. And we're going to take this ship, which was also in Winterfall, called the Boat of Wonder by Cody. I don't know Cody, but thank you for building it over there. And we're going to bring this one because it's the perfect size. This was unplanned, but it is the perfect size to fit in right here. Just about does it. I think I could actually squeeze it in a bit more like so. And yeah, no, this fits perfectly in here. Let's bring it in just a little bit more. We don't want it completely over the edge, but just enough to where it looks like they're actually loading stuff off. We're gonna move the crane just a bit up. I don't know, maybe we do move it just a few more up like that. Yeah, this is perfect right here. This is gorgeous. This will look as if this person's here. Now, I don't know if I'll be able to do the banners, as I have no idea how to make that banner. None. Everything else I should be able to do. I do have some dragon heads. Let's see, anything else? He has a book, though I don't know what the book said. I think I'm going to have to go back and see. Alright, we are back in the server. Where did it go? Where did it go? Oh, no. Oh, no, I broke it. Okay, I'll try to fix it. Alright, so I'm not going to recreate the banner, probably, as I just can't really figure out how that was made, as well as the book. I have no idea what the book says. I've accidentally deleted it in the server archive, so I'm sorry, Cody. I have no idea what your wonderful book said, and I have no idea how to create your banner. So we're just going to have... Do I need to raise this up one? Yeah, up one works. That looks closer, I want to say. And then they would have stuff on the bottom. Well, no. Because that stuff would have been in the ocean anyways. That's why I captured the ocean, so... Back down it goes. Yep, perfect, like so. And here's the material list that we'll need, ignoring all of these. Loads of spruce. There's some oak. There's some warped slabs. Apparently some stained glass, though I don't know exactly where that's at. 2 dragon's head. Blue banners, brewing stands. Alright, cool. I'm gonna get to work on all of this. which means another time lapse. Or I might just cut to when it's finished, one or the other. And if we turn around, Cody's Boat of Wonder is here, officially brought in. It's not exactly 1-to-1, but it's close enough. I think it looks great here. Now, the book. I did actually go back and read the book. So here's what it's going to be in the entrance of as much authenticity as we possibly could. It is his diary from May 5th, 2024. This is the second time I'm doing this first page. The first was at 12:35, I think. I was going to detail on a strange things I've witnessed involving this server. I'm not going to spend much time on this, seeing as 4 pages was wiped, but I still need to have this written down somewhere. I was writing about how people have been watching me, invis, how I was joining the server without input. I heard sounds. I don't think they were a mob, or just a mob, or not a mob. Fast swimming, hovering under the boat, I was then disconnected from the game. Need to leave. I will continue later with what had been written before. I don't feel safe, like someone's still here, under my boat. When it kicked me off the server, it said connection lost. Instead of something like, you were AFK. Hopefully, it'll end soon. What is happening? Cody 73261, 12:55 a.m. Entry, February 22nd, 2025. Don't remember this server much, but I'm gonna start playing again. The Living Bean. Yep, so that was the book. I had gone back, written all that, and there's one more surprise. If we just spin over here, there's another ship done. Now, this ship isn't actually from me, nor is it from the last season as far as I knew. This is actually from this season, from a guy named Diggy Dave. Who is he on? It looks like he has left, but Diggy Dave runs a food shop at Spawn, which is basically just this boat, and I asked him if he would build it over here. Well, I say ask. I pretty much just went, Dave, get your butt over here and build a boat now. And Dave was like, okay, I guess. Paid him 5 diamond blocks, got him a bunch of materials, and he went ahead and built it. I added little rowboats here. If we use F4, we can take a look because I don't want to touch them. It's the same technique I used before, just boats connected together. I think it works really well, but it's very finicky because if you touch it, they're just going to go all over the place. So we have officially 3 ships currently. We have this one, which Cody's Boat of Wonder, I'm going to just kind of classify as a fishing ship, especially since I already have 2 fishermen who pretty much love this thing already. We have the Winterfall ship, which is literally just called the Winterfall at this point. And then we have Diggy Dave's food service. I think there are 2 other ones, or 3 other ones that I want to build so far, but we're going to get to those in a later date. The last thing that I want to turn my attention to for this episode is right over here. This I want to make into a marketplace. Originally, I had it as an inn, but I think a marketplace would work better, and we can put more inns and buildings going further back into the wooded section, which will eventually, I'll have to tear everything down, put it all up. I'm going to just keep it as spruce and then move trees elsewhere to be able to break. There are some things I do want to show you, which I don't remember if I had or not. Number 1, you may have seen in some of the time lapses, there was a guy who was building over here. I don't know if it was in this episode or last episode. He hasn't got back to it, but I have paid for a statue of Poseidon to be built here, just because I felt like it, and this dude was offering statue building services, so I like statues. I'm not great at building them, so paying him to build it. This is the base. He hasn't been back to do the rest. And officially, we do have 2 farms. I say farms. They're kind of farms. They're not really like material farms. They're more so, this is a skeleton spawner I found while I was mining. And so I made a pseudo-efficient skeleton farm. I wasn't going to spend a whole lot of time on this. So right here we have the mobs that'll spawn in from the spawner, and they come down to here, and then we just go down here and we slice at their foot like so. Now it's not far enough to where they've taken damage, plus the water cancels it out, but that's fine. This one is more so if I need bones, which someone else has been using. Wow, a lot of bows there. But it gives a decent amount of bones occasionally. Now, directly past the skeleton spawner, we have another pillar over here. These actually do kind of work as lighthouses. You can see the light at night. This is a spider farm that I found, which has 2 spider spawners. Double the trouble. And you can just kind of fall down. I made this one after, so I thought to include that. Now, this one, you don't swipe at the spiders. I suppose you can if you want. But they burn on that, and then all their stuff gets deposited here. Every once in a while, I get spider jockeys, which wasn't expecting. But they're there. This thing does work decently well, though. You don't want to stand down here for it. You want to stand about halfway through to where this is. And then you have a spider spawner there and a spider spawner here. And they fall down into the campfire and die. They will climb up occasionally, but then they fall back down. So yeah, those are the farms that we have so far. And I'm hoping to get more. I think a lot of the others, if I can't fit them into a build, are just going to be put underground someplace. Alright, let's go ahead and get this marketplace built. For this, I don't know if I'm going to do a time-lapse or if I'm going to kind of show you the process of it and then just cut to when it's done. Kind of like with the boat over here, although I didn't really show the process. I just kind of built it. I was over here working on a layout for the market itself when this happened. The dirtiest pirates of them all arrived. I have been pranked, raided, and boarded by the dirt pirates known as paid my taxes. Something like that. He's not on right now. No, my taxes are paid. Came over, he threw a bunch of dirt at me, and then built this. And I have no idea what to do. On one hand, it doesn't fully fit the aesthetic that I'm going for. But on the other, there are at least 2 dirt island people currently. So like an actual dirt empire thing being born. So the legitimacy of this ship, you know, I can't question it. This is a legit country here. I don't know if I should keep this or maybe I'll move it. Because I did have plans for a larger ship around this area, and I feel like it wouldn't be too great right next to it, but this is amazing. More people need to come build ships. Just please, no more dirt ships. One dirty pirate is enough. And here we are, the completed, for now, marketplace. I'm kind of imagining this more like a sort of fish market, old-timey market sales, like not the most glamorous, but it's out there. We've got some sort of strings going across with what's supposed to be like popcorn lights and signs telling you what people are selling. Tried to make each stall just a little bit different than the others. And I have a few of these little carpet salesman people who have just kind of plonked down in the middle of it. I also have a wagon over here, which this guy he's actively using. This is based off a wagon design over at Spawn, just a little bit tweaked to fit my aesthetic. And this is where I'm going to leave the episode for now, as well as the marketplace project. I'm going to make some tweaks to it as time goes on. Mostly because this episode has taken days to make, and I'm ready to be done with the episode. I want to take a look at it with shaders during the day. Oh, here we go, yes. Shaders, I love shaders. I don't know what it is, why it's the best thing ever, but it is the best thing ever. Look at this. We have that in the background so you can shop while looking at the beautifulness of the lighthouse back there. You'll notice there are spots missing here. This is where all the items that'll be sold are going. I don't know if this is necessarily going... I may make this sort of an odds and ends area, kind of like a storage system, or I may have people actually come in to sell items. I genuinely don't know right now what I'm going to do with this space. I just knew I needed a market space. That's most of this work done. If we take a look using FreeCam real quick, you'll notice I've gone ahead and actually finished ricketing the dock here. So everything is officially in place. It all looks like actual boards separated, kind of floating, especially if you go under the water a bit. You can see that it actually adds more depth to it, and I think that's really cool. I think what I might do is I might actually expand the dock to go more out this way and build more houses and stuff. because right here, this spot still feels a little bit empty. I know I've got a crane that needs to go here. I think I'm going to make a little bit, maybe of a storehouse right here. I don't know exactly what's going to be there just yet. Maybe it'll just be like a smaller version of this building right here. I truly don't know yet. I don't think I'm going to expand the dock anymore this way. I think it's all going to be expanded that way, because I kind of like how it builds into the lighthouse like that, but I don't necessarily like this spot just ending right here anymore. I think I'm going to come to about here. Just going to bring it back, make it line up a bit better with the landscape here, and then bring the wall up and around to where. Funnily enough, the render distance that I currently have makes it pretty much accurate as to where all the space is going to have to fit inside, because this is not done. This is literally just supposed to be the first part of the area. There's going to be more to come eventually. Alright guys, that's it for this episode. I've had a lot of fun making it, but I'm finally ready for it to be done. If you enjoyed the episode, make sure to leave a like. If you're new here, go ahead and hit subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!